What is the Last Supper? The Last Supper is a pivotal event in Christian theology and the Gospels, where Jesus shares a final meal with his disciples before his crucifixion. This event is recorded in the Synoptic Gospels, Matthew, Mark, and Luke, and also mentioned in 1 Corinthians in the New Testament. During the Last Supper, Jesus establishes the practice of communion, offers profound teachings, and predicts his betrayal. Relevant Bible verses. Matthew 26:26-28, ESV. Now as they were eating, Jesus took bread, and after blessing it broke it and gave it to the disciples, and said, "Take, eat, this is my body." And he took a cup, and when he had given thanks he gave it to them, saying, "Drink of it, all of you, for this is my blood of the covenant, which is poured out for many for the forgiveness of sins." Mark 14:22-24, ESV. And as they were eating, he took bread, and after blessing it broke it and gave it to them, and said, "Take, this is my body." And he took a cup, and when he had given thanks he gave it to them, and they all drank of it. And he said to them, "This is my blood of the covenant, which is poured out for many." Luke 22:19-20, ESV. And he took bread, and when he had given thanks, he broke it and gave it to them, saying, "This is my body, which is given for you. Do this in remembrance of me." And likewise the cup after they had eaten, saying, "This cup that is poured out for you is the new covenant in my blood." 1 Corinthians 11:24-25, ESV. And when he had given thanks, he broke it, and said, "This is my body, which is for you. Do this in remembrance of me." In the same way also he took the cup, after supper, saying, "This cup is the new covenant in my blood. Do this, as often as you drink it, in remembrance of me." 3 main takeaways. 1. Institution of communion. The Last Supper is the foundation of the Christian practice of communion, or the Eucharist, which is a central element of Christian worship across many denominations. It serves as a reminder of Jesus' sacrifice and his promise of redemption, encouraging believers to reflect on their relationship with Christ and with one another. 2. The New Covenant. Jesus' words during the Last Supper about his body and blood being given for the forgiveness of sins establish a new covenant between God and humanity. This new covenant is centered on grace and redemption, offering salvation through faith in Jesus Christ. 3. Call to remembrance and anticipation. The command to do this in remembrance of me not only instructs believers to remember Jesus' sacrifice but also to anticipate his second coming. Communion is thus a time of reflection, gratitude, and hopeful expectation of Christ's return. The Last Supper is a richly symbolic and theologically profound event that encapsulates key aspects of Christian faith: sacrifice, community, covenant, and hope. Greg Gaines. Father, grandfather, minister, missionary, deacon, elder, author, digital missionary, foster parents, welcome to our family. https://jesusleadershiptraining.com/about us/